Good afternoon and welcome to the 36th annual Palm Beach Gala. This year it's digital but no less fun. We've got a great afternoon planned. We've got some great auction items, unbelievably compelling stories by families who've been affected, changed, and inspired by JDRF. We've got Eric Church as our halftime show. We've got NFL players coming to talk to you live, and we've got some of the greatest auction items you'll ever see. It's your opportunity to sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and make a difference in the world of T1D. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned.
We might not be in the ballroom of the O this year, but you can still enjoy all the luxury the resort has to offer with this sweepstakes for a 2-night stay in a resort view room. That's right, you can enter for a chance to stay at the luxurious O Palm Beach Resort and Spa, an intimate ocean retreat on Palm Beach Island where relaxed elegance is understood and intuitive service is never forgotten. Disappear into a world of effortless living and new fashion luxury at the oceanfront Forbes 5-star and AAA 5-diamond property that sits on 7 acres of its own private beach. This is a $1,600 value. We suggest a donation of $100 and only 250 tickets are available. Get your ticket today.
My name is Oliver Shane, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 13 on May 3rd, 2020. I'm a T1D champion.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I'm 10 years old. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on June 4th, 2020. Now I'm tackling T1D. Hup, 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 hup.
I'm Jake Palmer. I'm 16 years old, and I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2013 when I was 9 years old. And I'm a T1D champion tackling T1D too.
Hi, I'm Brian Wanick. I'm 13 years old. I was diagnosed with T1D at 8 and I slam T1D every day.
Hi, my name is Erica Gordon. I am 46 years old, diagnosed at the age of 3.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Gordon. I'm 11 years old and I was diagnosed at the age of 7.
And together we are T1D champions tackling T1D too.
We might not be in the ballroom of the O this year, but you can still enjoy all the luxury the resort has to offer with this sweepstakes for a 2-night stay in a resort view room. That's right, you can enter for a chance to stay at the luxurious O Palm Beach Resort and Spa, an intimate ocean retreat on Palm Beach Island where relaxed elegance is understood and intuitive service is never forgotten. Disappear into a world of effortless living and new fashion luxury at the oceanfront Forbes 5-star and AAA 5-diamond property that sits on 7 acres of its own private beach. This is a $1,600 value. We suggest a donation of $100 and only 250 tickets are available. Get your ticket today.
My name is Oliver Shane, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 13 on May 3rd, 2020. I'm a T1D champion.
Hi, I'm Zach and I'm 10 years old. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on June 4th, 2020. Now I'm tackling T1D. Hup, 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 hup.
I'm Jake Palmer, I'm 16 years old, and I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2013 when I was 9 years old. And I'm a T1D champion tackling T1D too.
Hi, I'm Brian Wanick. I'm 13 years old. I was diagnosed with T1D at 8 and I slam T1D every day.
Hi, my name is Erica Gordon. I am 46 years old, diagnosed at the age of 3.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Gordon. I'm 11 years old and I was diagnosed at the age of 7.
And together we are T1D champions tackling T1D too.
David Lubetkin here, President of the Palm Beach Market Board of Directors. We hope you've got your beer, your wings, your music going, and everybody is settled in so that we can all tackle T1D together. And we're going to make sure that we have a world where type 1 is type none.
We might not be in the ballroom of the O this year, but you can still enjoy all the luxury the resort has to offer with this sweepstakes for a 2-night stay in a resort view room. That's right, you can enter for a chance to stay at the luxurious O Palm Beach Resort and Spa, an intimate ocean retreat on Palm Beach Island where relaxed elegance is understood and intuitive service is never forgotten. Disappear into a world of effortless living and new fashion luxury at the oceanfront Forbes 5-star and AAA 5-diamond property that sits on 7 acres of its own private beach. This is a $1,600 value. We suggest a donation of $100 and only 250 tickets are available. Get your ticket today.
My name is Oliver Shane, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 13 on May 3rd, 2020. I'm a T1D champion.
Hi, I'm Zach and I'm 10 years old. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on June 4th, 2020. Now I'm tackling T1D. Hup, 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 hup.
I'm Jake Palmer, I'm 16 years old, and I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2013 when I was 9 years old, and I'm a T1D champion tackling T1D too.
Hi, I'm Brian Wanick. I'm 13 years old. I was diagnosed with T1D at 8 and I slam T1D every day.
Hi, my name is Erica Gordon. I am 46 years old, diagnosed at the age of 3.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Gordon. I'm 11 years old and I was diagnosed at the age of 7.
And together we are T1D champions tackling T1D too.
We might not be in the ballroom of the O this year, but you can still enjoy all the luxury the resort has to offer with this sweepstakes for a 2-night stay in a resort view room. That's right, you can enter for a chance to stay at the luxurious O Palm Beach Resort and Spa, an intimate ocean retreat on Palm Beach Island where relaxed elegance is understood and intuitive service is never forgotten. Disappear into a world of effortless living and new fashion luxury at the oceanfront Forbes 5-star and AAA 5-diamond property that sits on 7 acres of its own private beach. This is a $1,600 value. We suggest a donation of $100 and only 250 tickets are available. Get your ticket today.
My name is Oliver Shane, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 13 on May 3rd, 2020. I'm a T1D champion.
Hi, I'm Zach and I'm 10 years old. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on June 4th, 2020. Now I'm tackling T1D. Hup, 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 hup.
I'm Jake Palmer, I'm 16 years old, and I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2013 when I was 9 years old. And I'm a T1D champion tackling T1D too.
Hi, I'm Brian Wanick. I'm 13 years old. I was diagnosed with T1D at 8 and I slam T1D every day.
Hi, my name is Erica Gordon. I am 46 years old, diagnosed at the age of 3.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Gordon. I'm 11 years old and I was diagnosed at the age of 7.
And together we are T1D champions tackling T1D too.
Afternoon and welcome to the 36th annual Palm Beach Gala. This year it's digital but no less fun. We've got a great afternoon planned. We've got some great auction items, unbelievably compelling stories by families who've been affected, changed, and inspired by JDRF. We've got Eric Church as our halftime show. We've got NFL players coming to talk to you live, and we've got some of the greatest auction items you'll ever see. It's your opportunity to sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and make a difference in the world of T1D. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned.
might not be in the ballroom of the O this year, but you can still enjoy all the luxury the resort has to offer with this sweepstakes for a 2-night stay in a resort view room. That's right, you can enter for a chance to stay at the luxurious O Palm Beach Resort and Spa, an intimate ocean retreat on Palm Beach Island where relaxed elegance is understood and intuitive service is never forgotten. Disappear into a world of effortless living and new fashion luxury at the oceanfront Forbes 5-star and AAA 5-diamond property that sits on 7 acres of its own private beach. This is a $1,600 value. We suggest a donation of $100 and only 250 tickets are available. Get your ticket today.
My name is Oliver Shane, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 13 on May 3rd, 2020. I'm a T1D champion.
Hi, I'm Zach and I'm 10 years old. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on June 4th, 2020. Now I'm tackling T1D. Hup, 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 hup.
I'm Jake Palmer, I'm 16 years old, and I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2013 when I was 9 years old. And I'm a T1D champion tackling T1D too.
Hi, I'm Brian Wanick. I'm 13 years old. I was diagnosed with T1D at 8 and I slam T1D every day.
Hi, my name is Erica Gordon. I am 46 years old, diagnosed at the age of 3.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Gordon. I'm 11 years old and I was diagnosed at the age of 7.
And together we are T1D champions tackling T1D too.
We're so glad you're with us today, joining us for our first ever virtual edition of the JDRF Palm Beach Gala. Today we're celebrating T1D champions and tackling T1D together. My name is Neil Saffner. If I had to use 3 words to describe my passions, they would be seriously, entertaining, fundraising. Those 3 words say it all. I'm an auctioneer by trade and I'm serious about fundraising and passionate about the mission of our clients and friends, and I'm dedicated to making a difference, especially today and especially for JDRF. Friends, my team and I have conducted over 3,700 successful benefit and charity auctions around the country. We've raised well over $350 million, but today, right here in Palm Beach County with our friends at JDRF is where we can make a difference. My wife Trish and I live in Boca Raton with our 4 kids, all who work in the auction business with us, and we are so glad to be here tonight with you. Some of us were in the ballroom last year. What an event that was. Let's make today even bigger and stronger. We know what COVID has done to business, including JDRF, and for the last 11 months, our team has been working with nonprofit organizations all over the country on virtual fundraising events. I'm so honored to be a part of this event tonight, and I'm so passionate about the work JDRF has done and continues to do throughout this county and this country. Friends, you can make a difference tonight and you can contribute and help us find a world without type 1 diabetes. It's going to be a wonderful afternoon and we are so thankful you're joining with us tonight for such an important cause. We hope that wherever you are, you're safe, healthy, and ready to have a great time. Even though we have to do this virtually this year, the mission remains the same. And even during this global pandemic, type 1 diabetes doesn't take a day off, so neither can we. But that doesn't mean we can't party for a good cause. JDRF is an amazing organization started 50 years ago, thanks to 2 moms who were with their families sitting around a kitchen table. They knew that funding research was the key to prevent, treat, and cure type 1 diabetes. The same is true today. By giving today, you are helping to fund critical diabetes research. There are now more than 150 active research grants and 70 clinical trials in JDRF's extensive portfolio. Friends, any one of these could hold the key to the next exciting cure. Your dollar today could be the one. We all need to become T1D champions and tackle T1D together. Now that you know why you should give, let's talk about how you can give. Throughout our show, you'll have the chance to support JDRF in a multitude of meaningful ways. So be sure to have your phone close by and be logged in for bidding. The auction is open and on fire. We know that many of you have already taken advantage of our auction by bidding on an array of these great items, from signed memorabilia to trips and hotel stays. We encourage you to keep bidding. I know I will. I should probably set my max bids right now. Have you? Don't let your friends and other JDR supporters at home in front of their TV with a cold beverage and a bowl of popcorn outbid you. Now is your chance. Get your bids in. The auction is going to close promptly at 3 p.m., so keep those bids coming. Now it's up to us to all come together and tackle T1D. So are you ready? Let's have a great time today. Let's see it in the chat box. Throughout this afternoon, join us in posting photos to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter using the hashtags T1D Champion, Tackle T1D, and JDRFPB. And please, make sure to tag and @ us. We think we made it pretty easy for all. Your social media accounts at JDRFPB. That's right. On Twitter at JDRFPB. On Instagram at JDRFPB. And on Facebook at JDRFPB. It's that simple. It's that easy, folks. Make sure you @ or tag so we can reshare throughout the program. I'm excited to introduce you to my co-pilot for today's program, JDRF Board President, Dr. David Lubetkin, who alongside his peers on the JDRF board fight each day to tackle T1D. Take it away, David.
Hi, Neil. We're so grateful to have a real friend of JDRF in you. Your time and your talent does not go unnoticed. My name is David Lubetkin, and I have the privilege of serving as the JDRF Palm Beach Board President. I'm honored to be here today for one last football-themed Sunday Fun Day with all of you. We have a great program for you today, an exciting auction, a special performance during our halftime show, and our signature direct opportunity to give to mission through Fund a Cure. It's going to be a great afternoon. I want to first take a moment and say a huge thank you to our sponsors and benefactors who have kept our mission moving forward while the world changes around us. Please join me in thanking FPL, Blue Green Vacations, SunTrust, which is now Truist, Miss Hillary Shane with ODS Capital, Schumacher Automotive, Dr. and Mrs. Michael and Bonnie Patipa, Mr. and Mrs. Steve and Jill Freed, the Lawrence W. Levine Foundation, Mr. Alan Magid, Murray Levin and the Essman Foundation, Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin and Lois Goulston. As many of you know, in May of 2020, JDRF celebrated 50 years of changing lives. In 1970, Lee Ducat's son had just been diagnosed with a disease she had never heard of, juvenile diabetes, now known as type 1 diabetes or T1D. The very words chilled her to the core. She said, "I remember crying every night thinking about this 9-year-old boy who would have to live a life with diabetes. Finally, I told myself, you better do something, Ducat." And she did. We want to take a moment and let you all know that that same little boy, Larry Ducat, passed away on Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. Larry's T1D diagnosis at age 9 was Lee's driving force behind co-founding JDRF, and the Ducat family remains at the heart of our organization. On behalf of JDRF, we'd like to once again extend our sincere condolences to the entire Ducat family during this difficult time. Let's channel our strength, the power of us, and come together today in Larry's honor and tackle T1D together. Now let's hear a word from JDRF's CEO, Aaron Kowalski, on what you have made happen over the past 50 years.
May 2020, we mark 50 years since the founding of JDRF. Our story, from its humble start to where we are today, is all about the power of us. Two moms each learned that their sons had type 1 diabetes. Stunned, scared, confused, they asked questions that the doctors could not answer. Both made the same decision: find others also impacted by this same disease and together fight back. Their first gathering on May 21st, 1970 launched what is now JDRF. Lee and Carol helped ensure no one would ever be alone in their hope for a world without T1D. That was the power of us. JDRF created a network of T1D researchers, linked them together to share information and accelerate their work. We created chapters with information, resources, and reassurance. We developed life-changing programs like the Bag of Hope, galas, and walks, so that anyone with T1D would know that they are not alone. We advocated for the special diabetes program, which has supported about $3 billion in T1D research. We have established JDRF affiliates around the world. We drove the delivery of artificial pancreas systems and continuous glucose monitors. We've accelerated research that enables us to replicate beta cells. We're seeing the reality of delaying the onset of T1D and the possibility of preventing it. We're educating healthcare practitioners, and we're supporting newly diagnosed families. We're closer to curing this disease than we've ever been before. We won't stop until we create a world without T1D. Thank you. Thank you all.
You know, watching that video was so inspiring, and so much has happened in the 50 years since JDRF was founded. I share Miss Ducat's need to do something, as my daughter Sydney is also a type 1 diabetic. Sydney was diagnosed just before her 6th birthday, and she's now 20 and she's a junior at FSU. And she wouldn't be where she is today without JDRF and the technology that, even though she's at college, it still keeps us connected. So, we'll all keep doing everything we can to live in a T1D free world. We know we can't do it alone. We're a team. And at this point, I'd like to thank my winning team, the entire board of directors from the JDRF Palm Beach market. Okay, Neil, I think we're ready to really dive into the first half of our program. What's up next?
Thank you, David. I love and respect your dedication, your passion to JDRF, your daughter, and your genuine making a difference for all the kids out there. We're in this together, and thank you, brother. We've got some pretty big moments happening in our first half. A friendly reminder that our auction will come to a close at 3 p.m., which also means the winner of the sweepstakes for Stay at the O will be announced. Have you secured your sweepstakes entry yet? Let's take a peek into what one lucky winner will take home today.
We might not be in the ballroom of the O this year, but you can still enjoy all the luxury the resort has to offer with this sweepstakes for a 2-night stay in a resort view room. That's right, you can enter for a chance to stay at the luxurious O Palm Beach Resort and Spa, an intimate ocean retreat on Palm Beach Island where relaxed elegance is understood and intuitive service is never forgotten. Disappear into a world of effortless living and new fashion luxury at the oceanfront Forbes 5-star and AAA 5-diamond property that sits on 7 acres of its own private beach. This is a $1,600 value. We suggest a donation of $100 and only 250 tickets are available. Get your ticket today.
Wow, for $100, you can have an opportunity to win a 2-night stay at the O. Trish and I have purchased ours, and I hope we are the lucky winners, but if we're not, I hope it's one of you out there. Not sure how to purchase? Make sure while you're bidding to look at the Resort and Spa giveaway. One of the best things about this package, you could use it next year when we're all together at the O for the JDRF Gala live at the end of February 2022. I can't wait, and I know you can't either. Our very own Melissa DeNuzzo will hop back on Facebook Live at 3:30 p.m. to announce the winner of this giveaway. Hope you were paying attention before. Facebook equals JDRFPB or JDRF Greater Palm Beach. You should all go follow and like all social media accounts now. Make sure you're bidding and buying those chances now. Again, our auction closes at 3 p.m. So many great items, and every dollar raised goes for JDRF and finding a cure. Now, as we enter the second quarter of our program, make sure your phones are by your side and fully charged as we are about to enter into the auction zone. All our auction items have been open for about a week now, and I'm sure you've all been bidding and watching closely. Remember, you'll have until 3 p.m. today to get those final bids in, but don't worry, we'll text you. There are two features that you'll notice on your phone as you browse and bid. First, the Buy Now button. What's that saying? You know when you know. So if this button is for you, just click the Buy Now button and that item is yours. No need to wait around till 3 p.m. You hit Buy Now and you're the winner. Whenever you place a bid, you'll also have the ability to place your max bid amount. This is the most you'll be willing to bid on a package, but let's not forget, every cent, every dollar goes to benefit JDRF. So when you place a max bid, the system will continue bidding on your behalf until your bid reaches your max bid amount. It's like bidding on autopilot, so you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. That's the max bid button. Who's ready to raise some money for JDRF? Let's take a second to make sure you're in the system and ready to bid. Remember, you can text TACKLE T1D to 243-725. That's text TACKLE T1D to 243-725 or email mdinuzzo, MDINUZZO at JDRF.org to make sure you're in the system and you're bidding. Before we get started, we want to thank every donor who gave an item to our auction and every volunteer who helped to procure items. As David said earlier, we truly are a team, all tackling T1D together. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of our auction. Wow, I can feel the energy and excitement with these packages. Let's get this party started. I'm going to highlight some outstanding auction items, so get ready, because here we go. First up, we have Celebrity Cruise on the Fly, which is auction item number 1, donated by one of my great friends, Scott Grody, from Scott Grody Travel. He's not just a friend, but he's a true friend to JDRF. Wow, what a great opportunity. Pack your bags and get ready to pick a myriad of celebrity cruises to destinations all over the world. You and a guest, 2 guests total, will enjoy a luxurious cruise with cabins ranging from balcony to concierge to aqua class. Travel Concierge will contact you regularly with fabulous cruise options, and they will be there to help you make this an unforgettable experience. Friends, you can use this through March of 2022. Trish and I went to Alaska on a cruise on a fly, and it really was one of the bucket list experiences of our life. Once again, item number 1, Cruise on the Fly, generously donated by Scott Grody and Scott Grody Travel, all for JDRF. Have you checked out the amazing trips we're offering tonight? Let's talk about one of my favorites, a stay at the Opal Key Resort and Marina in Key West. Donated by Mike Walsh and the team at Ocean Properties. What incredible community partners and what great friends of JDRF. Friends, this property, located directly next to Mallory Square, is ideally located right on the waterfront of Old Town Key West. It's within walking distance to the cruise port ship and a block from Duval Street, and the hub of everything that makes Key West special. The bars, the restaurant, the music, and more. Now raise your drinks and raise your bids. Welcome to Opal Key Resort and Marina. How about another great package? I hope you saw this one. Your choice of an all-inclusive 4-night, 5-day stay at the beautiful Club Med Punta Cana, Cancun, or even up the road at Sandpiper. The guest planners and Destination Mitzvah are honored to support JDRF, an organization near and dear to their hearts. This family vacation for up to 2 adults and 2 children to a beautiful family-friendly Club Med all-inclusive resort. Once again, your choice, Cancun, Mexico, Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, or Sandpiper right here in South Florida. You're gonna get a superior room and you are gonna have the family vacation that you need, that we all need, all for JDRF. Please check out some of our dining gift cards to our favorite local restaurants and support them. They support us. Please show them your support. A huge thank you to everyone supporting the auction. Because of all of you, we are raising funds needed to support crucial research to find cures and prevent type 1 diabetes. Thank you. Please keep bidding. I've already been outbid numerous times. Time for me to up my bids. See you in a minute.
Wow, Neil, our auction is heating up. What a great event so far. Tackling T1D has never seemed so much fun. Remember, we can continue to bid until 3 p.m. I know my wife is bidding. I hope someone watching will outbid her. Are you ready for our halftime show? You might already know our celebrity performer. He sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl earlier this month. Eric Church is a huge JDRF friend and supporter, especially in our JDRF North Carolina chapter. Eric made a special appearance for them during their virtual cocktail reception in honor of his mom, who has type 1 diabetes. And we are thrilled to share his talent with you now.
I cannot think of a more fitting song to play for our first and hopefully our last virtual gala. So until we get to be together, grab a drink and enjoy this one. Early Monday morning to Friday at 5, man, I work, but I don't climb. Boss make a shove at overtime up his can. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. I fill it up, I throw it down. I got a 40-hour week worth of trouble to drown. No need to complicate, I'm a simple man. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. Yeah, that parking lot is muddy, can't get to the door. I take my jacked up, drop it down in 4x4. Chill down along it, I'll warm up the band. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. I fill it up, I'll throw it down. I'm about to tear a new one in this old town. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'll be your rocket man. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. Made me wanna go ooh, 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 when you dance like that. Got that little tattoo playing peekaboo on your back. If you want to impress me, maybe here's my plan. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. Yeah, fill it up, I'll throw it down. When you drive me home, take a long way around. You be my Lois Lane, and I'm gonna be your Superman. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. In my head, Monday morning, that alarm clock sings. It'll go bang, 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 while it ring, ring, ring. Yeah, I'm ready to roll if you wanna rock again. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. I fill it up, I'll throw it down. I got a little hungover still hanging around. Yeah, that hair of the dog is howling. Hey there, man. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. Yeah, that hair of the dog is howling. Hey there, man. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand. Yeah, all you gotta do is
With a drink in my hand, I will toast to finding cures, celebrating all of our T1D champions, and tackling T1D together. A huge thank you to Eric Church. Now, let's keep that momentum going as we move to certainly one of the most special parts of the program, Fund a Cure. This is your opportunity to truly understand what JDRF is all about and the difference you are making tonight. Although not in a ballroom, not dressed in ball gowns and tuxedos, while those things have changed for now, supporting JDRF shouldn't. We can't let anything set back JDRF's efforts to improve the lives of people with type 1 diabetes and their families. With all that's going on in the world and being on the front lines during this pandemic while helping to bring new life into the world as an OBGYN, it's so comforting to join forces with you as we raise awareness and crucial dollars to keep research moving forward. JDRF plays a powerful role in the lives of people with T1D. In fact, let's meet a few of them right now. Take it away, T1D champions.
Hey everybody, it's Blake Ferguson from the Miami Dolphins. I've been diabetic now 10 years, which is crazy to think about. And JDRF has been there every step of the way. I'm super thankful for JDRF. But today, I've been asked to participate in the Gala and just sort of tell my story about my life from 10 years ago to now with diabetes. And it has not been an easy journey, but it's one that I'm very thankful for. And so I wanted to share it with you guys today. I was diagnosed January 25th of 2011, and I had been experiencing some symptoms, some complications with just my health that we didn't really know anything about. And so my mom took me to the doctor. I told him that I was having excessive thirst, I was hungry all the time. I had lost a little bit of weight, which for an 8th grader is a little bit strange. And so he did some blood work, and it turned out my blood sugar when he took it was 710, which is unbelievably high. And then he had me come back the next morning for a fasting blood sugar because he wanted to make sure that that was accurate. And my blood sugar the next morning was like 400 something. So immediately he sent us down to the Children's Hospital down in Atlanta, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. They were incredibly helpful. I was there for about a week. And on the way down there, after I wiped the tears out of my eyes, my mom loves to tell the story about how she looked over and caught me looking on my phone at famous athletes with type 1 diabetes. I looked that up on Google, and because I wanted to know that, I could still do what I wanted to do and achieve the different things that I had ahead of me, the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to play football at the highest level, and all of a sudden I'm being told that I was type 1 diabetic, and I knew nothing about the disease or anything about it. So I wanted to have sort of some reassurance that everything was going to be okay and that I could do all that I wanted to do. And so I saw the names of like Jay Cutler and a couple other famous diabetics at the time who were athletes and playing at the highest level of their sport. And so that gave me a lot of reassurance. But we were in the hospital for about a week, and there I was just learning all about type 1. I was learning how to manage my own diabetes and count carbs and getting my blood sugar under control. And after that, it was an adjustment. I mean, I had been playing football and basketball all my life, and at that point, I didn't know anything about playing sports with diabetes, and so I had to learn, and I had to work every single day because my teammates and the people that I was playing against were just going out there and playing. Meanwhile, I was doing the same thing, but I also had to, manage my blood sugar and make sure that I wasn't going low or had a crazy high during the game. that would affect my ability to play and stay healthy. So that was something that for me was an adjustment. But looking back, to me now, it's like second nature because I've been doing it for so long. But throughout the years, I tell people all the time, you can allow diabetes to either be a hindrance for you or you can allow it to help you. In my case, I like to use type 1 diabetes as a platform. I am playing football at the highest level now, and I like to bring awareness to type 1 because not a lot of people know about the disease. And so there are several type 1 diabetics in the league, and when I talk to young people, I like to share that there is nothing about this disease that can hold you back or hinder you from achieving what you want to achieve. And so that would be my encouragement to all the young people listening tonight or today, that type 1 diabetes is just something that's on your resume. There's nothing about it that can keep you from being a world-class athlete or a world-class artist or whatever the case may be. Whatever you want to do, it will take work. I promise you that. But the work will pay off and it'll be worth it, I promise. So with that being said, I am super, super thankful for JDRF. They've been, by my side every step of the way, and could not, be more thankful for an organization like them. When I was first diagnosed and I got out of the hospital, they had an event at a Hawks game. They did an event for local diabetics in the Atlanta area that wanted to go to a Hawks game. And so I was able to meet up with a lot of different type 1 kids that were about my age and, feel like I wasn't alone through this. And so that's something that I was very thankful for from the very beginning. And every step of the way, they've been, they've done incredible work. And just the growth that I've seen in JDRF over the last 10 years has been incredible. But they also they do amazing work, raising money for diabetes, technology and just diabetes care, hopefully finding a cure soon. That's what we're all praying for. But, I cannot be more thankful for JDRF. I thank you guys all for being here today. And just thank you for letting me be a part of this because JDRF holds a special place in my heart and always will. I will continue to support JDRF, and I hope you will too.
I remember sitting in the office and obviously knowing something was definitely going to go wrong, and he came in there and told us that I had type 1 diabetes. Just by my parents' reaction, I knew something was going to change forever in my life.
Mark Andrews.
I think the biggest misconception with athletes with diabetes is we can't do things.
Mark Andrews, to me, is one of the more remarkable stories. Here's a guy with type 1 diabetes that decided to play.
My cause is JDRF, for My Cause, My Cleats. I've been with them since I was, basically diagnosed. Their mission statement is turning type 1 into type none, and I think that should be everybody's goal, finding a cure. I'm able to share my story and show them that they can do it. That inspires me. All your dreams, and don't let diabetes stop you.
Mark Andrews, touchdown Raven!
This is Hudson.
This is Jake.
United since childhood through a love for sports, these high schoolers forged a forever bond that only grew stronger.
I had it first, and it was definitely a challenge because I didn't know anyone, didn't have much info about it, and then 11 months later, Jake got it.
Jake reached out to Hudson with one of the hardest hits of his life.
He was going to the bathroom a lot, and that was when I thought, something's not right here. You know, we thought to ourselves, this just can't be happening to us. This happens to other families. This doesn't happen to us.
We went to the doctor. They had me do a urine test, and they came back, said that I had type 1 diabetes, and I had to immediately go to the hospital. And I just remembered not even knowing like what to say, what to think. Other than the fact that, of course, Hudson was already diabetic, so that was a huge comfort, a huge, really important for me to have someone to know, because I had already previously known about some of the things he had to go through, what it was, so it wasn't like I was going into this alone or without any background knowledge.
Laura and I were really close friends, and Jake and Hudson, super close friends. We are now family.
It obviously felt good to be able to help her. It felt good to be able to tell her that it was going to be okay. To let her know that although this diagnosis is extremely overwhelming, Jake was going to be okay and their family was going to be okay.
Since its inception in 1970, JDRF has raised nearly $5 billion toward T1D research.
Yeah, I remember in the hospital receiving the bag of hope from JDRF, and one thing that stuck out to me was the bear. I think it was called Rufus was the name, and it had the little points on the bear where you could inject yourself with insulin, and it really helped not only to help me understand more about how I would be tackling this disease and like what to do, but also gave that sense of hope and like that there's people here, there's people helping. Especially the whole bag, the whole care package itself showed that there were, I wasn't going to be alone in this, and there's people there to help me through every step.
JDRF offers cutting-edge technology to improve quality of life.
It definitely helps make my life a lot easier because it reduces the amount of time that I have to test, the amount of test strips I go through, and basically overall just somewhat brings me back to what my life was like before it.
I knew as soon as I was diagnosed, the first thing I thought about was how am I going to still be able to play football? How is that all going to work? Fortunately, with JDRF and the artificial pancreas with this new insulin pump and the new continuous glucose monitor, it makes it so much easier. Like I can disconnect from my pump to go out and play football and always have it tracking my number. And when I come back in, just being able to reconnect, that's super useful. But yeah, it's just, I mean, I play quarterback, so a position like that where I always need to be focused, not only focused with my mind, but also my body needs to be in control. And those highs and lows can really mess with me sometimes, especially the lows if I'm not feeling well and not being able to perform to my best of my abilities can not only hurt me, but the team as well. So just the everything that JDRF has done to make not even with playing football, but any other activities, much easier for diabetics. It's just been huge, and it's been great.
While JDRF serves as a global hub for T1D education and research, ultimately, their end goal is a cure.
Everyone who's there tonight, just thank you for coming and donating. It means a ton to not only JDRF, to tackle T1D, and all the other organizations. Just thank you.
I know that the fight continues to find that cure, and I know JDRF someday will be able to fund that research that will find a cure, and that truly will be the best day of my life.
It's so much that goes into it. You have to stay focused. You can't take a day off, and just being alleviated from all that with a cure would just be amazing.
Mark Andrews and Miami Dolphins' very own Blake Ferguson to our very own Jake Devian and Hudson McKinney, a story of friendship, football, and T1D. You gentlemen are a true inspiration. You're inspiration to us. You're inspiration to everybody out there. Thank you for what you do. Jake and Hudson showed the power of strength in numbers and what happens when we come together to tackle T1D, both on and off the field. T1D does not discriminate. This disease does not warn or negotiate, but together we can be a team of T1D champions. Are you a parent with a child with type 1 diabetes like Erin, Mark, Laura, and Colin? Are you a sibling like Grady and Cameron? Maybe you're a friend or a coworker, a grandparent, cousin, niece or nephew, uncle or aunt. Perhaps maybe you're a caregiver or an endocrinologist. Are you the T1D? Or maybe you're just new to JDRF. Doesn't matter where you stand or your relationship, you are here now with us today to tackle T1D. When most of us think about JDRF, we think about our walks, we think about our galas, we think about other local fundraising, outreach, and support done at the local level. But we're part of something bigger, much, much bigger. You have the chance right now to help reverse some of the damage COVID left with a 100% tax-deductible contribution. 100% of your Fund a Cure gift tonight will go straight to research. None of these funds are used to run programs or pay our staff or overhead costs. And in the words of Mr. John Brady, it's time for each of us to do more. Think about what you can do and then raise your paddle one level higher than that. That extra gift, no matter what size, will help JDRF close the gap between the funds we have and the funds we need to create a world without type 1 diabetes. So right now, let's get our virtual paddles ready by grabbing our cell phones and clicking on the Fund a Cure button. Now is the time to make a direct difference in the lives of those living with and impacted by T1D. Our first level today is a big one. We have a very special family at this level, the Feltingoff family. 16-year-old Jonathan Feltingoff, known to friends and family as Johnny, was a standout young man. Even though he was the youngest of the 3 Feltingoff children, he was always the most mature one, especially when it came to his sister Carrie and her struggles with T1D. They would call him Johnny on the spot. He was the one who Carrie would turn to when she was having a low. His room was directly next to Carrie's, so he'd run and get her juice or whatever she needed. And it was really Johnny's hope to find a cure for Carrie. Then on Tuesday, April 14th, 2020, tragedy struck. Johnny was hit by a motorist while riding his bike. He died later that day from injuries he sustained. Losing Johnny so unexpectedly at such a young age sent shockwaves of extreme grief through the Feltingoff family and the broader community. It was a dark time for all who knew Johnny. But from that darkness, a glimmer of light, inspired by Johnny, prompted Carrie and Ben to take action. And because of that, JDRF has been gifted $100,000 Fund a Cure on behalf of the Feltingoff family in Johnny's memory to one day find a cure for his sister. Friends, a truly remarkable young man. A thank you that is beyond words to the Feltingoff family who has chose to shine a light during a dark time. What a legacy and what a tribute to Johnny. Thank you. If you're able to join us tonight at the 100,000 level, you can do so now on your phone. And remember, you can give your gift at any time tonight at any level that supports you best. Every single dollar, every single click, every single donation makes a difference. Thank you all for being there. We want to say a special thank you to 2 donors who have generously joined us with a $25,000 Fund a Cure donation. You can see their names here on the screen. Bonnie and Michael Patipa and the Espen Foundation, thank you for stepping up, leaning in to move our mission forward. If you'd like to help accelerate JDRF's research projects at the $25,000 level, you can do so right now by clicking on the Fund a Cure button. Now let's recognize some of our outstanding donors at the $10,000 level. Wow, we have Mr. and Mrs. Steve and Jill Freed at the $10,000 level. Thank you, Jill and Steve. Thank you for what you do for JDRF. Let's keep this momentum going. If you can join the Freeds at the $10,000 level, please do so now on your phone. Every level, every donation, every click counts, and thank you. Wow, things are going so great, and what an incredible evening. Now let's look at our $5,000 level. We're going to take a moment to thank David and Robert Lubetkin, Tom and Rebecca DeStefano, and Stephen and Mary Chernoff for their awesome support. Friends, that's the $5,000 level, and you can join these wonderful donors too with your $5,000 donation. Just click on your Fund a Cure button and help us to tackle T1D. Friends, let's see what's happening right now as our impact on this mission keeps growing. Oh wow, I'd like to thank Abraham and Beverly Summer Foundation for their $2,500 gift. And there's Barbara Summers, who joined with a $1,000 Fund a Cure donation. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Robert Meese, who joined with a $1,000 gift. And I just received word that StarKist is matching that gift on behalf of the Meese family and joining us with another $1,000 donation. Thank you to each and every one of you. Now's the time. Hit that donate now button. Hit that Fund a Cure and help us help JDRF find a cure and end T1D. As a reminder, any gift at any level helps us create a world without T1D. Join us by clicking on the Fund a Cure button to make your donation. Wow, it's just awesome to watch these donations keep coming in and bringing us that much closer to finding a cure. I now have the opportunity to give a big thank you to Dr. John and Daisy Meary, Ms. Frida Schwartz, Heather Hayes, Mr. and Mrs. Scott and Janet Miller, the Reiling Family Foundation, and Dr. and Mrs. Richard and Cheryl Weinstock. Each of them have just generously donated and joined us today with a $500 donation to our mission. Who'd like to join them at the $500 level? Thank you. Each and every dollar counts. Well, everyone, as we begin to close out our Sunday Fun Day, and it has been an incredibly fun day, we hope through the beautiful stories and messages shared that we have inspired you and empowered you to be part of this community, and that will turn Type 1 into Type None. You heard that right. Type 1 into Type None. Please join us in making a direct impact on our mission. Whether this is your first time donating tonight, or if you have already, each and every one of you has come together as a community to raise the vital funds necessary to continue T1D research. And we thank you for being bold and being leaders in our T1D community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Each gift at every level will have a tremendous impact on T1D research. Thank you for being part of the tremendous progress that has brought us to today and will continue to drive us forward. We have one last thing to do before we close out the fourth quarter of our Sunday Fun Day, and that's to remind you that the auction is going until 3 p.m. And at 3:30 p.m., our very own superstar, Melissa Denuzzo, will be heading back to JDRF's Palm Beach Facebook page to announce the winners of all these great featured items. And of course, the winners of the O sweepstakes. So bid, bid, bid. Thank you for having me here today. I had such a great time. Now, David, back to you.
Thanks again to all our sponsors this afternoon, everyone who donated to Fund a Cure, and everyone who will win an auction item. Every dollar counts when we partner together to tackle T1D. Auction pickup will be at Schumacher Automotive. More details to follow. One more thank you to our JDRF Palm Beach Board of Directors. You exemplify the kind of leadership that will lead to a world free of type 1 diabetes. The greater Palm Beach market is lucky to have you. Here are a few more of our youth ambassadors to bring it home. Thank you for being a part of the community that will turn type 1 into type none.
Hi, my name is Emma Blasey. I'm 12 years old. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 2. I'm a T1D champion tackling T1D. Thank you, JDRF, for everything.
My name is Luca. I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was 3 years old. Now I'm 5.
Let's make
it type 1 into type 9.
Football's not really my thing, but volleyball, now we're talking. Hi, my name is Dylan Smith, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 18 months old. From the beginning, my parents have taught me that I can do anything other kids can do. I just have to be better prepared. Today, I'm pursuing my dreams playing volleyball. Having a CGM and an integrated pump really helped me to be able to stay on the court and assist my team. JDRF's invaluable funding of research and advocacy has made that possible. Thank you to all of you for supporting JDRF. Working together as a team, we can turn type 1 into type none.
Hello everyone. My name is Bibi Rexa, and I want to say thank you so much for giving. Please be safe. And I'm sending you all of my love. This song is called Meant to Be. Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash. No need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right here where we at. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be. meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, if it's meant to be. I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys who didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, ain't gonna lie, 'cause I'm tired of the fake love. Show me what you're made of, boy, make me believe. Whoa, up, girl, don't you know you're beautiful? It's easy to see. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, if it's meant to be. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, maybe we will, maybe we won't. But if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, if it's meant to be, if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Babe, if it's meant to be, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
Hi, I'm Colby, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes August 29th, 2014. T1D cannot stop me from doing what I love to do, and that is dance.